Hello, happy Monday.
Hello, sir.
And I'm ready to go back on vacation. Everybody have a good one, and we will talk to you again in 2026.
Yeah, we'll be back after Easter. But it doesn't look like the audience is back yet anyway. They're still on vacation.
Everybody's still doing something. Maybe they did. Maybe I should have posted more.
Whatever. They'll figure it out.
It'll take some time. Look at that. I see new stuff at the bottom of the screen. It says support the show, buy merch. Look at this. Look, yeah, we're off to a roaring start.
Yes.
Tell all your friends.
I made some changes, a couple of changes.
I like it. I'm seeing some new stuff.
New background.
Tom, how are you?
We don't have the pink background anymore. We have the blue background.
Some blue.
Hey, new year, new shit.
Same shitty topics and stuff.
Same dummies, but
right. Same idiots hosting the show.
Exactly.
But it might look prettier.
Yeah. The show, not us. We're 2 weeks worse for wear.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a 2 weeks. We got 17 inches of snow here the other day.
Wow. That's a bunch. Yeah. That's good for a guy on one leg.
Right. Well, I mean, the good thing is I do have like a nice, garage and stuff like that, so it's easy to get in and out. My car stayed all right. My wife's poor car is buried. I mean, we could actually fit two cars in the garage, but because I have like all this medical shit and stuff that I used to use, and
sure,
we'll probably need again at some point in the near future. It's all taking up like half the garage space. So
that's no good. We got that giant house. Bring it in the house.
Oh man, I'm not gonna clutter my house with that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna answer Mark right now. YouTube is awful live with their ads. YouTube is awful, period. That's the end of the statement. YouTube is awful. Don't use it.
But at some point, we want to get paid by YouTube.
I don't even care if that happens. Fuck YouTube. Right in their fucking dick hole.
I should get a storage unit. Like, I can barely afford pizza. Yeah. I'm going to get a storage unit.
Say that's what you need, another bill to have a closet.
15 grand on a leg.
And nothing worse than paying $300 for an extra closet space.
Right. I mean, it fits just fine, but I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, I don't have to walk out in the snow and clean up a car. So, and then, I have like a perfect excuse to my wife. It's not like she can say, hey, could you go clean my car off for me, honey? No, I can't, really. I can't because my leg is all fucked. And
right.
Think I'm going to go out there? You should sell your old medical equipment alongside the merch. Label them as collector's items. Hmm? I'll put it right out there with your Brown stuff there, John.
Hey, John quit the Browns, I think.
I saw that. So now he's a Steelers fan, I heard.
I don't know that I'd go that far. I think.
Yeah.
I think he'd rather put a bullet in his skull than be a Steelers fan.
There's so much that happened over the past couple of weeks. I don't even know where to begin.
Well, you brought up the Browns to start there.
The Browns. They suck. Next
suck.
topic.
They're done. They're done. John's crickets have been ordered.
I was going to say, when are we doing this thing? Because, I posted last night on his page and said, hey, it's cricket time, buddy. And he kind of said he has something up his sleeve. I don't know what that means. He's not letting me in on it. He said he would do it on Wednesday.
I don't know exactly. I have an idea that I won't be sharing. I will tell you this. I got an email from Amazon saying that they should be arriving to his house tomorrow at 2:00.
Right, because he had talked about Wednesday doing it.
Yeah, well, if they get there
Wednesday show.
I think it depends on if the crickets get there tomorrow or not. I think that's what matters.
Buy a Seth Williams shirt while you're at it, or why not pick up his old jacked up prosthetic leg? You're all full of jokes there, John. Let's see how full of jokes you are when you're sucking on some cricket heads.
Yeah. Just gnarling down on them. Ooh, chicken or cricket guts.
But I'm trying to figure out what the sidebar here is going to be because it seems to me like he's ducking.
I don't think he's ducking. He'll eat them.
He said he's got something up his sleeve.
I know John. He will eat them. I don't know how he's going to eat them or what he's going to do, but he's going to eat them.
I mean, do you know his plan? Has he filled you in on what his plan is?
I've heard things.
All right, am I going to be pissed?
I don't think so.
Look, dude, we had a simple bet.
I don't think he's gonna dishonor the bet. I almost dishonored the bet because when I was dude, you're not even gonna believe this. Crickets are at a shortage right now.
Really?
I was trying my damnedest to get, because I didn't want, there's a lot of cricket trail mix. If you go to Amazon and you look up crickets for humans, there's a lot of cricket trail mix available, but I didn't want that because it's all ground up and it doesn't look like crickets. I wanted full crickets.
Right.
You know, I wanted, just like I had here the one day that I was showing it off, I wanted crickets. So but it was really a hassle to order crickets. It was much harder than I thought it would be just to order the crickets. So, but I got him a nice, I don't know, pound bag of crickets.
I mean, I won this bet fair and square. In fact, if anything, I was too generous with my win total.
Well, it's that part still amazes me how fucking terrible this team played. I'm never coming off of that.
But I also want John in this when he does this, and hopefully it's on Wednesday. I want him to acknowledge my superiority in picking of sports games and my superior knowledge of how this team was going to, play this year. So, I mean, not only does he lose because he has to eat crickets, but he always makes fun of my supposed lack of knowledge. But in this instance, and in many, I am correct. My superior knowledge of sports has shown through, and I would like him to give me credit where credit is due.
Well, I don't know about if he's going to do that. I will give you some credit where credit is due, not only for the Browns. Another thing that I personally and John both laughed at you about. Bo Nix.
I was just going to say it.
Played pretty damn well.
I said Bo Nix was going to be the surprise quarterback this year in last year's draft, and sure as hell they are going to the playoffs because of
Bo Nix. I know. I was stunned by that one too. I was like, Jesus Christ, Seth. You've turned into what's his name from Back to the Future, Biff. He came back with a little book in your pocket.
1 pound. You said it was going to be 2 little boxes. What the fuck? You eat what we give you.
It's a bag. Maybe the size of a potato chip bag. I don't know.
Worst sports organization, all the sports. I don't know. Do you think they are? I don't know. Maybe.
Well, who's the competitors?
Jacksonville's pretty bad.
Jacksonville's pretty bad, but in football
Panthers.
They're bad. But they don't they also own like one of the really good like soccer teams or something?
Who gives a fuck about soccer?
But I mean, you can't say they're worst owner. I guess Jacksonville is a pretty bad organization. They're not worse than the Browns though. The Browns have been bad for 25 years or however long they've been
Panthers,
back.
Pretty bad.
But they've been to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess
I think they are the worst in all of sports.
30 years, yeah, probably the worst.
I think they probably are the worst, and they're getting worse.
No, the dome will save them.
And fuck that dome. Anybody that votes yes, if there's ever a vote for that dome, is a fucking fool.
I'm voting yes.
Fuck that.
Why?
Fuck that dome. Don't give these fucking assholes that. Why are you going to give them any money? I don't care if it is $1 a year. I wouldn't give the dome. I wouldn't give Haslam $1 a year.
I'm not voting for the Haslams to get more money. What I'm voting for is to improve the city that I live in, unfortunately. I was brought here as a child and have had to stay here. Pirates are terrible.
They are terrible.
I've had to stay here and been stuck in this hellhole known as Cleveland for most of my life now. And I want to see it succeed, and I want to see it actually look somewhat decent. We have a shit lakefront. We have a crap brown stadium. I would like something bigger, and I would like something built over there, a complex, if you will, that goes even around the dome of shopping and restaurants, cool restaurants, and stuff to actually do.
Here's the problem I have with
I'm not voting for the Haslams to get money. I'm voting for.
But here's the problem: the Haslams are going to run this bitch. The Haslams will be in charge of it.
Okay, the Haslams also run, as you want to call it, a great soccer team at times.
The Haslams?
Yeah. So I'm not really concerned about, plus, I mean, maybe they know better how to run property more than they know how to.
Well, he did do well with Flying J or whatever that's called,
Yeah.
Pilot Flying J. Right up until they found out that he was scamming everybody. I don't trust this motherfucker with $1. Fuck him. Vote no. Let the city die. I'm actually okay with the city just fucking dying.
I don't want to live in a dying city.
You already do.
I know. So I'd like it to be better.
It ain't going to get any better.
Chicago White Sox. Yeah,
But they were good for a while. They've just been
good.
bad recently.
You need like Frank Thomas and stuff like that. They were good.
Yeah, and Albert Bell was there for a minute.
Titans are number 1, being the worst.
Maybe at this moment. The Titans were pretty good. I will say, I don't know. Have you followed the NFL firing day today?
No, I saw Gerard Mayo, whatever was fired.
I couldn't be more happy that piece of shit got fired.
Why?
Because he's a racist piece of shit.
Because he's black and you hate black people?
Not because I hate black people. I hate that black person a ton.
Why?
Because the day he got hired, he came out and nothing but everything has to be all black. It has to be all black coaches. It's all about black. It's all about black. Well, you know what's not black? Your record. It's red. You lose, you're fired. Fuck off.
I kind of agree. I'm kind of glad he's gone. I didn't really care. I didn't think he was that good to begin with. I don't know why they hired him.
Yeah, because he played there. Same reason they're going to hire Vrabel, because he played there.
Maybe because he was black.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's probably it.
God.
But now they got that experiment out of the way, so now they can go back to having a white coach.
Oh, my God. Jake, I love you, man. Jake is like one of my best friends. Dude. And he sits there, but he has his heart on for the stadium and not putting the dome over there. I don't know why. Him and Kucinich have this thing about, like, fuck the Browns, fuck the stadium, fuck the dome, fuck the city, fuck everything. And I just want betterment for our town. The fact that you guys want to be stuck in Loserville, that's fine. I just want something to look nice and that we can be proud of. What else can we be proud of right now? The Rock Hall looks like a fucking piece of crap. I don't know what the hell that was supposed to be. That thing's a disaster. The rest of the lakefront is a disaster. Downtown, great to put some trees and stuff there, and then still run buses right through it. So it's a disaster.
What do you think?
I know so many people that work downtown.
Happen? What do you envision happening with a dome?
Well, again, I'm thinking further than just the dome. They're going to have restaurants. They're going to have hotels.
They have those now. Nobody goes to them.
They don't have that in an area like Brookpark. Downtown is just not a destination point. Downtown sucks.
And you think because they build one stadium and a couple of businesses around it.
I mean, you can call it one stadium and a couple of busises around it.
So I'm calling
it's a ginormous facility.
170 acres. It ain't that big.
Okay, it's big enough, and then it's going to have a lot of different things around it.
Okay, let's say it has 50 businesses.
Yeah, but you have a city in downtown in Cleveland, right? City of Cleveland, who decided they're going to put a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame right on the lake, right? Which is frozen over in like hell to go down to 6 months out of the year. Then they take the Hard Rock Cafe and they put it in Tower City, 3 miles away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Correct.
So instead of putting hotels and like a cool restaurant, some shopping near the Hall of Fame, you have to go 3 miles through downtown shitty Cleveland, almost get shot 12 times to do any of the fun stuff.
As opposed to that safe haven of Brookpark.
Hey, I go through Brookpark every day.
Brookpark is what, 8 miles away?
It's still better than downtown Cleveland.
Because there's nothing there.
Still downtown Cleveland.
Think about it this way. And I'm not, dude, I could care less. I'm never going to visit this fucking place. I'm going to tell you that now. I'm never going to give any money to the Haslams, ever. I don't care. If they own it, I ain't going to it. It's that simple because they're fucking pieces of shit. That being said, right now in downtown Cleveland, we have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Bad as it is, we have it down there. We have a casino. We have an indoor facility, Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. We have the stadium. We have the Jake. We have all these places, and it doesn't do dick to get anybody downtown. But you somehow think that moving 8 miles closer to the airport, and that's going to become a haven for this city? No way.
Absolutely. And how many fucking teams play outside of the downtown area? Across the NFL, across the NBA, everywhere. A lot of these stadiums aren't downtown. What the fuck do you need a downtown for? There's only 3 sides
I'm not
to downtown.
saying you do need a
One
downtown.
of which
I'm
is
saying-
a lake, again, that is a piece of shit, snow-filled, windy crap for 6 months out of the year. You don't
How about
need
if
it.
I say that Cleveland's not a major league town?
So get rid of all the teams then.
Fine. I'm all for that. I'm not going to ever support the Guardians again. I don't support the Cavs, and now the Browns are shit. Doesn't matter to me a bit. It ain't going to affect my life one iota if all 3 teams left.
Okay, again, Jake, I think you're missing the point. I didn't say that the dome was going to make things better. I said the stadium itself, dome or no dome, I would prefer a dome because it would actually bring at least some more events to this town. Maybe not a ton, but some. But I think moving it away from that crap lake that you can't do anything with, where there's nothing down there, there's no shopping. They've been saying they're going to build up that lakefront long before Triv passed away there, Jake. Remember, Triv has been talking about it for 30 years, about them putting something on that lakefront. They've never done it. And they're not going to because the leadership in the city of Cleveland are a bunch of pathetic losers. From city council to the mayor, all of them. Nobody's done anything with that property that could be huge for this town. With all kind of different stuff, hotels and marinas and shops and all kind of shit that you can put on that lakefront. Nobody's done anything with it. I've seen the plans years ago when they said they were going to do it, and nobody did anything with it. So yes, I think moving it away from downtown could create something good. What does downtown have? Well, it can't be any worse. Well, you have downtown.
It could
you got
be worse,
East
though.
4th and West
It could
6th,
be worse.
Where I don't want to go. Nobody wants to go
Instead, you're going to have a bunch of empty businesses out there. Because in the end, when it ain't football season, they're not going to do shit with it.
It's not true. Brookpark does just fine all times of year, dude.
Do they? How did the IX Center do out there?
What do you mean? How does the IX Center?
How did it do in its prime? Not that
Cleveland
good.
Property, anyways. It's right next to the airport. I mean, what are you talking about?
The IX Center never did shit.
The IX Center did a ton of stuff for a very long time. I used to work,
but
at
it
the
didn't
damn
make
IX
money.
Center.
It didn't make money for the city.
You're talking about a building. Oh, by the way, that was built for like building tanks. In World War
I
II.
get that.
It wasn't
but I mean,
built for
what did
having
it do?
events.
But what did it do? It brought in the annual boat show.
So now you're
Whoop-de-fucking-do.
Yeah. Okay. It was something that people did go to for a very long time. And sorry, I didn't have the events that you wanted to have, but I certainly think that building a facility out there will do something and enhance even downtown. If you're going to come to Cleveland to go to an event at the thing in Brookpark, where are you going to stay? Most likely, some people are going to stay downtown. You guys are so butthurt over the Haslam sucking at football that you can't get through.
I'm not butthurt about them sucking in football. I'm butthurt about them sucking in life. They're criminals, and I'm not going to fucking fund criminals. Not going to do it.
Atlanta's better.
Have we forgotten the FBI investigation?
What the hell are you comparing Atlanta to Cleveland? Cleveland is a pimple on Atlanta's ass. Don't you understand that? There are big markets, there are small markets. This would be good for a small market like Cleveland.
What is it going to draw?
What do you mean, what's it going to draw?
What is it going to draw? What's going to make it better?
What do you want it to draw?
I'd love for it to get concert tours that are still not going to come here.
You don't know that?
I do know that because they're still going to be held hostage by the Wimmer people, and they're still going to be stuck with if they play Columbus, which is the center of the state. They're still not going to be able to come anywhere closer than Detroit.
You don't think
it's not going to happen?
You don't think you're going to get at least some more concerts coming into town?
No, I don't.
I
do not. I do not. They might get a NCAA quarterfinal game. Whoop-de-fucking-do. They're never going to get the championship. No one wants to come to Cleveland. You can't even get rock stars to come and get their award.
Maybe try to make it better somehow.
But going fucking 5 miles away isn't making it better.
With the facility and everything that they're planning on doing, absolutely will.
You know what 5 miles around is? A detour. It's still the same shit. It's still the same shit.
All right, well, then pack up Cleveland and just shut it down altogether.
I'm for that.
All right.
At least the crime would go away.
There's a lot of stuff you could do. But I'm tired. I don't want to go downtown for West 6th and East 4th Street. I mean, what the fuck do I care about that? All you get down there now is 22-year-olds and gangbangers that are shooting guns off at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Well, maybe with this new, I'll try and be positive.
I mean, they're talking about making more of an NFL kind of like family-friendly kind of complex.
Good. Because that's what Browns fans want, family-friendly.
And what the fuck do you want then? Just shut everything down and see your house?
Yeah, that's
you don't
what I
go
said.
anywhere anyway, so who cares?
I know, so I don't care.
Do you care?
I don't care.
And what are you going to see taken out of your paycheck that you don't get? 30 cents?
I don't care. It's my 30 cents.
Okay.
I wouldn't give the Haslams, if they asked me for 30 cents, I'd tell them to go suck my fucking balls.
You're not even going to see $5 taken out of your paycheck, dude.
But I wouldn't give them $5 if they asked me for it.
I sat there and smoked and drank and had to pay every fucking time I picked up a bottle of vodka or beer or a pack of cigarettes because everybody wanted the sin tax to pay for the Gateway Plaza crap that's down here now. Then go ahead and you can pay a couple of bucks now. It's fine. And you know what it is? I paid for a bunch of junk with losing sports teams still. But, you know, it is what it is. I did it. I was happy to do it when I was smoking and drinking my life away. It was fine by me. Suck it up and pay a couple extra cents.
There's your link, Jake. Jake wants to come into this. I'm happy to. I can speak positive on this, though, if you want, dude. Maybe with the new...
You have nothing positive. You're not a positive person.
Maybe
you
with
get your girlfriend a TV for Christmas?
No.
No. Because you're a negative person.
I didn't even see her.
You hate people.
Didn't even see her.
No, see? You hate people.
Well, here, I'll prove that you like people better. Maybe with this new bustling city foundation around Brookpark, maybe Matt Fish could reopen Melt.
Fuck that guy.
See? Look at who's negative now. I'm trying to say something positive for the city.
That guy said, fuck you to everybody. That's what he said in quotes.
I'm saying something positive to the city.
That loser screwed up his business and went bankrupt because he didn't know how to run it. A lot of businesses, survived the pandemic. I hate to tell him. And he's going to tell me to fuck off. Fuck you, Matt. And fuck you, too.
Hey,
wow.
StreamYard, like, turn your phone sideways so we can actually see you.
Is it this way? Which way?
Go.
Please tell me more about how to do this, since you don't know anything about stadium building or football.
See, apparently you don't know much about broadcasting either, huh?
That's what it is. See, I got the green screen right there. I wanted to look fancy like you guys. Seth, I understand you want like the stadium and you want to know it's all, look at us, we're so fancy now. There are so many other things that need to be focused on besides a shitty dome that's going to be used 15 times a year because WrestleMania might come here.
Okay, like what?
Like what? Have you been downtown? We need more police. We need more fire. We need so many other things.
We've needed those for years. Has anybody done anything?
And what have we focused on for years, Seth? The last thing Frank Jackson did, the last freaking thing he did was give $300 million to the Guardians so they could swap out the colors of some seats. Don't act like they didn't do it. They took seats away so then they could jack up ticket prices and go, look how great we are.
Okay, but here's the problem with your argument with all of this stuff is that the city of Cleveland isn't asking you or me or anybody else for money. The city of Cleveland is wasting money on garbage. They're not the ones. They aren't doing anything about police. They aren't doing anything about Tower City turning into a hub for gangs and thugs. They aren't doing anything about Public Square to make it safer and not have buses running through it so the kids get off after school and harass the people going down there. You almost get raped or mugged if you go to I Heart Cleveland and in their parking garage. They aren't doing shit about any of that. The Haslams aren't asking for that. The Haslams don't run the city. What the Haslams are asking for is a couple bucks, maybe $1 out of your paycheck. Maybe $1 out of your paycheck, if that, so they can build something nice. So we have something to be proud of around here. And it technically
is it like, hold on, Seth, hold on.
Brookpark,
since they're so good at building nice things, is it like the nice football team they built? The friendly environment with the quarterback, you can't take your wife around? Is this the nice environment we're talking about, Seth?
You are aware that when we got this team back in 1999 and the shithole stadium that's on the lake right now, that was a rush job because the city wanted it back and the NFL wanted it back, and they wanted it back in a hurry. So nobody thought any of this shit through. Nobody. It was the city of Cleveland, oh, by the way, not Art Modell that caused this team to leave in the first place. But when they came back,
I'm not
they
disagreeing.
did nothing. They literally did nothing but rush it to make it so the Browns could come back and then people would go downtown again. But they put a crap stadium on the lake in an area that they shouldn't have put it in. You want to do it, you should have put it right next to the Jake, and you should have put it next to the gun back in the day. It should have been part of Gateway. And it should have been a facility downtown where everybody could have gone to, and then you could build up the area with restaurants and shops and hotels and all that kind of stuff. They didn't. The city fucked it up to begin with, and now the city is paying the price, and the team wants to leave and move out of the city. I totally understand that.
I just want to point out that Seth is arguing to raise taxes.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, sometimes you got to pay for what you want.
You can't listen.
You don't go to the movies and they just let you in. You have to pay a ticket fee to go in. What does a ticket give you, or what does a ticket provide? It provides nice seats. It provides food, concessions. It provides a great facility.
But hold on, Seth. But you're saying what you
want,
and that's fine if that's what you want to do. But a lot of us don't want it.
Okay, so
we've given them enough money.
So do we now have the opportunity to tell the government the same thing? Hey, look, we don't really need.
They're not the government. They're a private business.
But you're going to rate me of my taxes anyways. Dude,
they're a private business.
Good and fun out of it. No, fuck that.
The Browns are a private business. We don't have any obligation.
Vote for it. I think
I'm not going to vote for it. I know that.
I'll vote twice for you then.
See, now he's voting twice. He's a Democrat all of a sudden.
He is.
Let's raise taxes. Let's vote 16 times. Seth. No, the problem, the main problem is that Cleveland and Clevelanders and people in like Northeast Ohio, they have focused on sports for far too long. There's no reason why the Cavs, the Guardians, / Indians, whatever you want to call them, and the Browns should have nicer places to play than people have to go to school, to go to work, and to live. That you can roll your eyes, Seth, all you want, but there's no reason why that should be acceptable. We're giving them the money anyways. We might as well spend it on us and not them.
The Haslams aren't going to pay for the schools to be redone and for our teachers to be good or anything else. I mean, look, the Haslams are providing an entertainment complex, not city schools. The city has fucked up the school system.
But our money is.
But who keeps voting in the Democrats and who are ruining the school systems and ruining our kids and not providing police has nothing to do with the Browns. I love the fact that you want to sit here and improve schools. Go out there and do it. Become mayor. Do something. But as far as an entertainment complex goes, what's the problem with that?
Hold on. We are doing something. We are doing something. We're using our voice to say no. We're using our voice to say no and to say that this is enough. $500 million, Seth, has gone to the Cavs and the Guardians in the last 5 years. $500 million. And now the Browns, after getting $100 million in the early 2010s, now let's not forget, the Guardians got another $108 million in like 2012 to remove the lunch boxes they had sitting up there in the middle of the stands. Nobody knows what happened to those or why they were there. So now we're talking about almost $1 billion to 3 sports teams that have given us 1 championship since '64. Are you getting your return investment because you get to go, I'm the best fan in the world. I get to watch shit teams play. No, we're not getting a return.
Yeah. Woke ass bullshit. That's how the world works. Sports will always come first before housing and crap. That will never change. Again, the city is not paying for this. The Haslams, and if you want to vote for it. I'm going to vote for it. I want good entertainment.
But if the city's not paying for it, then why do we even have a vote in it?
What do you mean?
If the city is not paying for
Cleveland's
it,
not forking over money for this.
Who is?
Us and the Haslams.
Well, then where's this vote that you're talking about?
I don't know.
What are you on the Are you on the Haslam board now?
I don't care if they just impose it. I don't care if they just say, "Hey, every time you buy a Diet Coke, it's going to cost you 20 extra cents." Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong on this.
Jake,
Jake, you might know. You might know. Seth, you might know. Did I not, when this was first announced, read that it was the Haslams were going to kick up a bill 5 if the city paid a bill 5? It was like a match. Isn't that what they said at the beginning of this?
They're moving out of the city, though.
Well, then the city of Brookpark. Why should they have to pay for it? Why should anybody have to use tax money to support a multi-billion-dollar owner?
If you want entertainment in this town, sometimes you got to pay for it.
No, you don't.
Let the fucking
it's not entertainment.
It is entertainment. What do you mean? It's not entertainment?
What did you watch the game on Saturday? What was entertaining about that?
Look, if you enjoy the game of football, you're going to enjoy going down a game.
They don't play football. They play let's run around in circles and dance. They made a tackle. They're down 14. Let's run to the end zone, dance, and thrust our hips. And then Browns fans sit there and go, "We're the best ever." I don't know. I was there when they lost 41-0 on Christmas Eve in 05 to the Steelers. I'm the best fan. We got to stop with this.
Wait a second. How do you know that happened?
How what?
How do you know that happened? Well, you were watching the game, huh?
No, because I can just assume because there's a pattern of suck, and they don't focus on football. They focus on sucking and then wanting to get retweets and clicks. That's what they focus on.
Hysterical. You called me before the game. You were watching the game the entire time. You sat there and watched it.
I actually wasn't.
Now, you watch it. People watch it. People still will buy season tickets. People will do it no matter what.
But you know what? Hey, Seth, you know what I will watch and what is it and what is entertaining? The only January 6th that matters. Monday Night Raw. You see that on Netflix tonight. I was there. January 6th, brother. I was there.
Is that in town tonight?
Yeah, tonight they start.
Oh, on Netflix?
On Netflix.
I'll be watching too, I guess. Look at that.
Yeah, see, you'll watch that because it's entertaining.
And I would pay money if they come to the Dome. Where I can go.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we get WWE here? Let's just build a wrestling.
Wait
dome.
a minute. Wait. Whoa. Hold on. Back the fuck up.
Yeah.
You just said you'll pay for it if they bring it down here. They just did on the SummerSlam, and you didn't pay shit, nor did you go.
You know why? Because it wasn't a fucking dome. I mean, it was 900 degrees outside. My fat ass would have died.
So if it was a dome, you would have paid the $500 a ticket. Get the fuck out of here.
I can't buy that, Seth.
Come on.
No doubt, I would have been there.
Listen, the only way out is through, buddy. Just be honest. It's okay. You wouldn't go. It's all right. You won't go to any Browns games because it's going to be $1,000 a ticket. That's okay. You just want to sit there and go, look how cool this dome is. I feel like I have some pride in my hometown, and that's good. See, I want to take pride in the fact that people graduate and we have good jobs and safe neighborhoods. But if some people want to do it with the dome, that's fine too.
Well, how do they even equate? Nobody's asking. The city of Cleveland is the one not doing anything about your stupid schools. I can care less if any of those fools down there graduate. Just stay out of my way when I go downtown shopping. If they don't want to hire good teachers and they don't want to keep those kids educated, ain't my problem. Fuck them. So
no, but the issue is that this is my problem. Is that's never an argument, but a dome is, because people are going, I want a dome because I want to be able to say I've been a fan of a bad team for 35 years, and my dad was a fan of that shit team for 35 more, and my grandpappy watched Otto Graham, so we deserve a dome. We suck. We don't deserve anything. There is no return on what we're putting in.
Let me ask you a question, because I know that you smoke and I know that you drink, right? Did you stop smoking and drinking when the syntax was there and you had to build the fucking Gateway project and everything else with that money? Did you stop?
I was 3. I was 3. Because that's how long ago these promises have been made and nothing comes of it. Nothing comes of it, Seth.
You would give your money like everybody else.
Gateway started in 95. I was 3 years old and I'm still waiting for Gateway to happen. The same way I'm still waiting for LeBron to light up Cleveland like Vegas. That's another problem that entertainment made to us, and it never happened. So I want you to be mad about the Browns sucking the same way you're mad at LeBron. I want you to keep that energy.
I really don't care. I enjoy the game of football, and so to me, it's fun.
All right.
By the way, Cleveland syntax is not set to go away until 2035. So
they're just.
I know that you did not quit smoking and drinking.
All right. Well, guess what, Seth? I haven't been to a Browns game since they traded Baker, and you know damn well I almost went to every Browns game. The moment Andrew Barry went on television and said that we made this trade for sake of racial equity, I decided they didn't need money that came from somebody who looked like me. So if we're going to get down to the nitty gritty of it all, that's what it comes down to.
Look, if you have some sort of gay thing from Baker Mayfield, that's fine by me. I got no problem. If you were offended and your little friend there was cut,
I'll talk about. Wow, my little friend there. He wasn't cut. He was
I guarantee you, if they build that dome and they bring back Baker Mayfield, your ass will be sitting over.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, if Baker's going to be here, then hell yeah, I'm in, dude. That's all you had to say.
You'll be all over that.
All right. I'm gonna get off here now. I can hardly hear you. I didn't think to plug headphones in. I was just, ready to yell.
All right. Well, I love you, man. And
I love you too, buddy.
I want the schools to be better, and I do. But I'm still going to vote for some entertainment in my town, make it look nice.
All right. Well, I'll call you later and we'll talk about it.
All right, man.
All right. See you guys.
Jake.
Later. Jake Underwood, good dude.
Yeah, he is.
He's a political. I don't know what you call him, but he was involved in some pretty heavy campaigns over the past year
cool.
or so.
Political person, basically. He's just involved.
Yeah.
So are you excited about Netflix tonight?
I don't.
Raw on Netflix?
What difference does it make? Are they going to be naked or anything?
No, but they might be able to swear and stuff. That might be good.
Does that hurt the brand?
I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
Look, if I got a kid who's 5, 6, 7, 8 years old and he's a big fan of Cody Rhodes or what's his name? Is that it?
Yeah, Cody Rhodes.
And they start dropping F-bombs everywhere. Is that going to be something that hurts the brand? Or if they slip a nip here or there, is that going to hurt the brand of WWE?
It didn't hurt the brand of WWE when they were just talking tits all the time in the Attitude Era.
I watched it the other night and there was a black girl wrestling. She was going up against Nia Jax.
Bianca, was it Bianca or Naomi? You were watching the
Naomi. It had to be Naomi.
SmackDown. Yeah, I watched that.
I swear to God, I almost whipped it out right there. She was like so hot. But then again, he put you in the ring compared to Nia Jax, and you're going to be hot too.
But who was hot? Nia Jax?
No, Naomi.
Yeah, she's all right. But then, did you watch that whole match? Because then later, Tiffany Stratton came in. Now that's hot.
No, I missed that.
Oh boy, Tiffany Stratton's a model that wrestles. She's really hot, and she came in and won the belt.
John Drake apparently does not like Baker Mayfield.
Which is funny because John at one time had the Baker Mayfield underwear. For God's sakes, he was all in on Baker.
Look, the guy's doing all right. He's got talent around him. He got a good coach.
Well, there's that.
Raw already said it won't be uncensored.
Yes, for now. Till people start bitching about it on Netflix.
I realize that they're getting that the deal is probably good for the WWE to go to Netflix. But again, I just wonder if it's going to hurt the viewership.
I don't know. I mean, Netflix. You know what? I've thought about this too. Yes and no. Everybody I know has Netflix. So, and everybody I know watches Netflix more than they do USA Network.
Yeah.
I mean, be honest. Other than WWE, when's the last time you turned on USA Network to watch anything?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing, really. It's Netflix, but you have it. You automatically have it.
I started Netflix back in the day, man. Back when you we ordered like CDs and they would come in the mail and they had to ship them back and stuff. And I love Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, I've had it pretty much that whole time as well, and I think it's gonna be a boom for Netflix because it's gonna take them to for WWE. It's gonna same with AEW. AEW just started. They're still on TBS and TNT or whatever, but they're also on Max now. So it's just gonna give more eyes to it.
I'm going to ask you a question since the politically incorrect mechanic is chimed in. Hey, Charlie, how you doing? Don't forget to go to Charlie's Auto Repair in Lakewood, Madison Avenue there. I had to take my car over there over the Christmas break.
Okay.
I was having some transmission issues. And but it's amazing, dude. Apparently my transmission fluid was dirty. I don't know how transmission fluid gets dirty. I don't understand cars. I barely know how to pump fucking gas, dude. But all I know is that transmission fluid is really expensive, and then you flush it out. Half of it you flush into the garbage, and then you fill it up again.
Okay.
And so it costs you a lot of money just to put some fluid in the fucking thing. So Charlie is a great guy, though. Charlie and his auto repair shop, good stuff. Need your car repaired, take it over to him. But we were getting into a fight almost on a daily basis with Bob France.
Okay.
And it's become so gay because we've now gone to Snapchat for our arguments. So we're snapping each other.
Snapchat.
It's so fucking weird, dude. Like I feel like a 12-year-old girl sitting there Snapchatting with Bob France and Charlie.
Is it because you don't want to leave a record of this awful chat?
No, I don't know why. Because Bob's phone was messed up and he couldn't do like group text.
Oh.
So he decided the best way to go about this was to do Snapchat. So now I just go on all these filters. I'm taking pictures of myself like naked and stuff and send it to them. It's great. But Charlie and I were catching a lot of shit from Bob because Bob maintains that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Die Hard?
Yeah.
Well, it's themed at Christmas time.
With Christmas music.
Is Unforgiven a Christmas movie? Because it's themed at Christmas time.
I mean, I think it has to be. Look, it has wrapping paper in it, right? It has a Christmas party in it. It has Christmas music in it. It's played at Christmas time. I don't see any.
It's also played in June or April or whenever.
Okay, but I still think that it's a Christmas movie.
See, I don't know. And I hear this argument all the time, and to me, it's like, all right, Christmas, whatever. You know me, I'm a humbug guy anyway, so it really doesn't matter to me. But to me personally, a Christmas movie has to be either some Santa Claus shit or some Jesus shit, and nothing else. It can't be. It can't be like I don't necessarily consider Home Alone to be a Christmas movie, and I know most people do.
It's also a movie about neglecting your child. But,
yes,
but it's still a Christmas movie.
See, I just look at it as a bad parents movie.
Joe says Charlie is awesome. I need him to change the belt on my van. Maybe this week, Charlie.
There you go, Charlie coming in here getting some work. That's good.
Look at that. See.
We can't sell a Mind subscription, but Charlie comes in the chat and gets work.
That's how we roll. You need to advertise on this show because immediately you get work.
That's right.
All the office papers falling out of the building at the end of the movie symbolize white Christmas snow. See?
Okay.
Look, I just think it's obviously a Christmas movie. I don't see any way around it. I mean, if it's happening at Christmas, it's a Christmas party that they're at that gets taken over by terrorists. It's still a Christmas movie. Lethal Weapon is a Christmas movie. The first fucking scene is him sitting on a whole bunch of Christmas trees.
All right. I mean, you know me. I'm about home. I'm the guy that through the whole Christmas season didn't listen to one Christmas song or watch one Christmas movie. So,
I mean, Bob goes, well, it was made in July. It came out as a summer blockbuster hit. Well, Miracle on 34th Street came out in springtime. It doesn't matter when it's fucking released. If it's a Christmas movie, it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I would think it's just based on theme. I mean, I don't know that I'm thinking Merry Christmas and Jesus is Saved when I'm watching Die Hard, but then again, I guess you do see some snow and
Silent Night, Deadly Night. It's Santa Claus, but it is killing people and stuff. I mean, there's movies that don't have to be, a happy family movie to be Christmas.
Bad Santa. Bad Santa. Is that a Christmas movie? I guess so.
It's an adult Christmas movie like Christmas Vacation.
Okay. Works for me.
So no argument for
Works for me. It's Christmas. It's not. I don't give a fuck. I'll watch it whenever I watch it. I own all the Die Hard movies. And believe me, I didn't buy them so I'd have Christmas cheer. I just bought them because I like the movies.
So Trump was officially certified today as president.
I did hear that. Good for him.
And today being January 6th, it is a big day of remembrance from when the massive riots happened at the Capitol. And we all tried to overthrow the government as the people. And all kind of things were horrible. And we almost had Nancy Pelosi in a headlock and killed her. I mean, all kind of horrible things happened on J6 that we should be ashamed of as a nation. Or it was a bunch of just patriotic people marching down to let their voices be heard. And a whole bunch of agitators, including federal agents, were involved. And a riot broke out, and some people did things they probably shouldn't have done. But it was no worse. In fact, it was a lot better than the riots in Minneapolis, where people actually did die, and businesses were lit on fire, and nobody went to jail. Remember that?
Right.
Nobody went to jail for the riots that happened all across the country and the summer of peace that we had. But then there's 1,600, I believe, J6 prisoners are still being held hostage for walking into the Capitol.
What do you think of the rumor that Nancy Pelosi actually took her own shit in the fucking desk? Did you hear that rumor?
No.
That they found a shit. Somebody took a shit in Nancy Pelosi's desk, like in her desk drawer. And the conspiracy theory out there is that she did it herself just to drum up more fucking attention. It wouldn't shock me.
I mean, you have Trump, speaking of Pelosi, who did call her and somebody else to say, hey, look, worried about Antifa and stuff like that clashing with the protesters down there. And so maybe we should have like the National Guard there, and said, in fact, told her how many to get and all this. And she didn't make the call. And so nobody was there. I mean, it's really good.
That's funny.
Did you see Kamala Harris couldn't wait to get the fuck out of there?
I watched.
She had a beer to go grab, Charlie.
Yeah, that's right. A beer or 10.
She had a bottle of whiskey.
I did see a video. I think it was on Haystack News.
Yeah.
That was talking about the what do they call that? The ratification of the votes or whatever that happened today.
Yes.
So I watched it, and it was like the first 15 seconds were, or 30 seconds were, yeah, they went through the Electoral College and the electoral votes and this and that. And then they had to come back in like, this is very different from 4 years ago when there was a riot and mass destruction.
Well, see, that's one of the things we talked about on the show today, and I wish I could find the clip that Bob had this morning. But they were talking about some of these people saying over the weekend that Democrats are different, that they're not election deniers. I hate to tell you, but like there's like a 24-minute clip that Bob had of Democrats denying the election when Trump got elected the first time, denying the Gore and Bush election. They've been denying all along. The only thing they didn't deny was when Clinton got elected. But other than that, they deny everything. But they're the good ones. They're the good people.
I got to show you. I found that video real quick. Hold on a sec, because it's playing and I don't want it to be playing yet. I just want you to see this video. This video is 1:42 long. Okay, we won't play all of it, but watch how long it takes these numbnuts to come back to January 6th. Now, we're 4 years removed from this.
Yeah.
4 years removed from January 6th. Watch these numbnuts, how quick they go to, but in other news, January 6th, destruction. And watch the video that they use, too. It's hilarious. Watch this.
A joint session of Congress has just certified the results of the 2024 election and Donald Trump's return to the White House. Vice President Kamala Harris, serving in her role as president of the Senate, presided over the counting of the electoral votes, which, of course, certifies her election loss. Today.
Stop. 16 seconds. And we're back to January 6th for another minute and 25 seconds. And watch this footage. Check this out.
This process stood in stark contrast to what we saw 4 years ago when a mob attacked the Capitol on January 6th in an attempt to overturn Trump's 2020 election loss. Multiple people died, including officers, following that incident, and hundreds of arrests and convictions followed.
It's not accurate.
It's totally not accurate.
The only person that died from that riot.
The cop that had the heart attack.
Was a cop that had a heart attack, and then the Trump supporter, unarmed Trump supporter, that was shot in the fucking
got
face.
Shot in the face, yeah.
A woman.
But this video footage they have too, it's like
There's go, man. You see how adults acted when we lost Seth? See how people reacted when a fucking felon drug addict died on the street because he was an asshole and didn't listen to cops? They lit the fucking cities on fire all across the country. Then they built statues to him. Fucking felon.
I do see how the adults in the room are celebrating this fucking guy that got shot in the back.
Oh, yeah.
I see the TikTok tributes to this guy every single day, that Luigi guy. That's all the fucking Democratic left.
Of course
They're thrilled that this guy got fucking shot and killed.
Yeah.
They're thrilled with it. Fuck off with your Democrat shit.
Hillary is still denying the election.
Yeah. Well, she's a Medal of Freedom winner.
Yeah, oh God. That guy's lost his mind.
Holy
He's
shit.
going to give the Medal of Freedom awards to Hillary Clinton,
I think George Soros, too.
George Soros, one of the most evil human beings on the face of the planet.
I saw that. I was like, are you kidding me? This guy. George Soros and Hillary Clinton.
It can't even be Joe Biden anymore. Joe Biden's just like literally skin that they're moving with like strings and stuff. Because he can't be that dumb.
Yeah, I agree with Charlie there that the Medal of Freedom is absolutely nothing anymore. Means nothing.
Yeah.
And if it did have any meaning, it's been definitely tarnished now. It's definitely been tarnished now.
President Elon in 2 weeks. That's a smart thing. Good way to go there, Matthew. The guy did his job. Elon Musk did his job because you know what he's in charge of? He's in charge of government waste. And so when he looked at the continuing resolution bill, he decided, hey, there's too much shit in here. You shouldn't vote for it. That's called doing his job, not being the president. It's doing what he was hired to do, tool.
You can't be thrilled with the H1B stuff, though.
I don't know. I mean, we've had people on talking about it, and
that's not cool. I don't care, Trump or no Trump. That ain't cool at all. To say, yeah, bring in cheaper labor. Might as well just ship it out then.
Yeah.
That ain't good.
I agree. Never said the man was perfect.
No, he's definitely not perfect. He's not off to a great start. I will say that. I mean,
he's not president yet.
I know, but he's already making moves. This H-1B thing is a fucking horrible move. That being said, I love seeing cowards like Trudeau stepping down before he gets in office. Did you see that?
Absolutely.
That Trudeau stepped down?
Because even his people up there are figuring out that socialism, communism isn't really the way to go. I mean, the left is crumbling. They're crumbling, and they don't know what to do. So now, again, it's going to be racist cops, horrible this. You guys suck, anti-gay, bashing this. And
they're going to try all that. I think that era's done, though, don't you?
It seems to be. Nobody's buying this garbage anymore.
Yeah, no one's going for cancel culture anymore or any of that bullshit. Nobody's going for words hurt or you can't say faggot or anything. The only ones still going for that are the faggots at YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube is not. Well, this show will be banned in about 35 seconds after the credits roll.
Who cares? Fuck YouTube.
Hey, and don't forget, because we are in a new year of the Seth Williams Show here with Chris Akin, we need to start promoting some stuff and selling some shit, dude.
Well, let's do that.
So we need to start doing that, right?
All right. Well, let's take a break.
Take a break.
Play a commercial, make some money, and then we'll come back.
Buy some shit. Let's go.
All right, here we go. It's Seth Williams Show.
There's plenty of places to experience the Seth Williams Show, but if you want all the content, you need to join us on Minds. Get all the live episodes of the show every Monday and Wednesday from 4 to 5:30 p.m. Get the special bonus footage every Wednesday from 5:30 to 6 p.m. Get bonus content from Seth and Chris as it's produced. It's only $4.99 per month, so don't wait. Sign up today. Visit us at www.minds.com/Seth Williams Show.
Are you looking for a way to support the Seth Williams Show? Get your Seth Williams Show merchandise today. From coffee mugs to clothing and everything in between, our high-quality merch is the perfect way for you to not only support the show, but show everyone what is the greatest show going today. Just go to shop.thesethwilliamsshow.com now, shop around, and buy some great merchandise from the Seth Williams Show. Shop today.
Hey, we are back here on the Seth Williams Show. Things are changing in the radio world, so I may have some new announcements coming soon. So keep your
and I
ears.
put that in the graphic. Can you talk about any of this stuff that's going on?
I mean,
without getting in trouble, and if you're going to get in trouble, don't.
No, I don't think that I'm not going to say anything that regarding me that might be coming down the pike. But yeah, like the Fish 95.5 was kind of acquired by somebody else, and it's the same company that I work for in the same building.
Right.
So they, I mean, that's public knowledge. It's out there. They did a press release and everything, so I could say that kind of stuff. And there's been friends of mine. One of our friends, Greg Mack.
Yeah.
He's been a constant on this show for a while. People know Greg Mack. He did this bike from here to Cincinnati and for cancer and everything else. And but he worked at the Fish and no longer works for the Fish. And there are a lot of good people that were let go. Oh, there he is. I'd ask you to come on, but I don't want you to get in trouble.
Yeah, or don't come on and blow up any severance or any of that stuff. Don't do that. Take the last of their money, Greg.
But it's sad because what's fucked up is that, and I don't mean this. Forgive me if it comes out the wrong way. I'm just going to put it out there. But look, when I started in radio, the company I worked for was Nationwide. Then they got bought, and it was J-Core.
Mm-hmm.
Then they got bought, and it was Clear Channel. And then they turned into iHeart. And, throughout all those different changes, I've seen lots of people come and go.
Mm-hmm.
And, it was fortunately not really me through any of those changes. I mean, the one time that I was fired before the last time, I was let go and then hired the same day with a $15,000 severance check and a 2-week vacation. And still had my key card, and I walked back in the door and was able to start working again.
Nice.
So I've seen a lot of people come and go, lots, throughout the 25 years now of radio. But this one hurts because some of these people, in the short time that I've been there, have made more of an impact on me as far as friendships than those did. I mean, by far. And I mean that. I'm not saying anything because Greg is a friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Not just a coworker. I mean, and I'm not going to name names of people that were let go, but Greg is there. So, but he's a friend, and it's sad to walk around the halls and see people that are either not going to be there in a couple of weeks or we're not there now. It's sad, but it's radio, and I understand it. I don't like it.
Yeah, well,
times.
I
like what I do. The business is tough.
Sure. Well, on a general scale, and this is not pointing at any specific radio company, but all of them as a whole. You and I had a talk over the break. It's just the most disloyal business maybe in the world. There's no loyalty to anybody in radio. The minute that they can move past paying you, they do. That's why you have so many voice track shows and so many, at least twice a year you see these mass firings if you follow the industry at all, at least twice a year.
And I'm not bashing anybody. I know it's the business, and it's tough, and it's not fun at times because you lose people that you care about, and so that's very difficult.
It is. It's awful.
But
it's an awful business. It's an awful. The worst part is it's the one of entertainment. It's the one business that you really don't get paid. Every other part of business of entertainment, if you're a back end key or key grip or a cameraman or something, you make pretty good money in TV or in movies or whatnot. But man, radio, no, you don't.
Right. But here's the deal, though. When you do it, there's something about radio that you love. And, there's something, as much as I am confused by the business practices sometimes, I love the business itself of doing it. I mean, I look, when I do a show with Bob, I look forward to Bob opening that mic and
and doing a show. I look forward to like looking stuff up during his show to like send to him to say, hey, look at this, check this news out, do this. And it's fun. It's fun to be live. It's fun to be on the fly doing stuff. It's a fun career. And I don't think Greg would say anything but that. I mean, I'm sure Greg likes the business of doing radio. It's just the stuff that comes along with it is difficult sometimes. And I'm trying to be as diplomatic as I can here. I have a job that I need to.
Yeah, well, don't lose your gig over it. That's why I'm saying.
I do. I mean, I've always loved radio. I loved it before I even got into it. That's why I wanted to get into it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the weird thing about radio. It gets in your blood, and it's always there.
Right.
You always want to do it. I still do it because of the time that I spent on MMS and 92.3. It's the whole reason I still do it, because I got the itch then. And even though when I went out at 92.3, I was so glad that I got fired. I ain't gonna lie. When I got fired, I could not have been happier, because I hated the day-to-day, and I hated being censored, and I hated, literally having an intern whose job was to hit the dump button on me. It drove me fucking crazy. But 6 months later, I was doing a show on the internet because I just was like, I had the itch. I still had the itch to do it. And I was.
See, like I did it a long time with Trev.
Mm-hmm.
It took me at least 6 months before I could turn that station on again.
Sure.
Because of the way that they treated me when they booted me. And
yeah,
the fact
I don't doubt
that they didn't help me when I was in like a serious time of need, when I got sick and lost a leg and everything. They refused to help or like promote things that I needed to do for my family. And I thought that was kind of crappy because I didn't do anything to get fired. But they refused to help. And it took me a long time to get over that.
Yeah.
Check out Greg on Twitch, twitch.tv/DJ Greg Mack.
Yeah, and subscribe, for God's sakes.
They're giving him an opportunity to say about it anyway, so that's good.
That's nice. Yeah, I mean, it just is what it is, man. It's a tough business that is not made. The Howard Sterns of the world are one in a zillions. Yeah, I know AI is going to replace every DJ because they're not even trying to build anything anymore except for political talk.
I know on Spotify you can get a personalized DJ that introduces songs and everything else, and it's just all AI.
Yeah. Well, dude, this AI is absolutely. Have you seen these commercials for this Gemini AI, the new Google AI?
Yeah.
Where they're like, well, you can ask it a question, or if you just want to have a conversation, just talk to it. That is fucking spooky. They're literally teaching us dummies to not speak to other people anymore. Just talk to your phone. But you haven't seen that commercial?
I don't think so, no.
Hold on, I got to find that because I saw it and was absolutely horrified. Because I do know a couple people that have told me, hey, it interacts with me pretty good. And I'm like, holy shit, are you kidding me? Gemini AI. Where's the commercial? Yeah, it's really, really scary.
Don't forget to become a VIP by subscribing to Minds. Minds.com/Seth Williams Show. You get extra content on Wednesdays every week. And we're going to be adding more content as well.
I during the break, I don't know if you saw it or not, but I actually posted a bunch of articles every day that were available only to the subscribers.
See, Minds.com/Seth Williams Show.
Actually, a little busy there. Here, watch this commercial. It's a little long at 1.5 minutes, but watch this commercial and tell me if it doesn't scare you.
Hello? Hi, I'm Gemini.
Hi, Gemini?
How can I help you?
So I just talk?
Yes, but normal. Just talk normal.
We can have a conversation about anything you like.
Huh, anything? Can I ask you silly questions?
Can you tell something spicy without tasting it?
Have you tried smelling it?
Ooh, the wrath? of Achilles.
That's right.
Yes, I knew it.
Next question.
So it's like a treadmill for hot dogs?
Exactly. The hot dogs are getting all this exercise. But
I don't want to go to the gym.
why don't you just go for 10 minutes and see how you feel?
It's so far.
Give me another one, but more intense.
Simpler?
Snappier.
Like I've never fixed a car before.
Make it sound professional.
In regards to working this weekend, we believe it's important to prioritize our well-being.
Oh, that's good.
Very professional.
Can I interrupt you?
Of course you can
And you'll
interrupt.
just stop.
時には立ち止まってみることも大切です。
それ好きか。
Does the child seem ready for bedtime? No. Try looking for a small round bolt somewhere on the oil pan.
Got it.
And then I looked down and I had spaghetti fingers.
In dreams, noodles can represent creativity.
I don't have that.
Don't worry, just add a teaspoon of vinegar instead. And that's the premise of the Fermi paradox.
Wow, that was like super helpful. Who are you talking to?
Say hi, Gemini.
Hi there.
How fucking scary is that?
It is scary. But now, did you see what's going on with Apple? I mean, I think they're like doing some sort of class action lawsuit
Against this?
against like Siri, because Siri is like listening into conversations, and so like some judge awarded like $95 million or some crap.
Good.
I mean, you can sign up. I think the most you're going to get is like $20, but I mean, some of this technology is really invasive. I mean, it's seriously invasive.
Yeah, I saw, and this is where it's going. It's totally going Skynet. We're all going to be killed by robots.
Yeah, well,
Because, like, I saw a thing over the weekend. Now, I don't know if this is true or not. It was on sort of a bullshit site, so I'm not verifying that this is 100% true. But I saw a thing that said that ChatGPT tried to make a copy of itself because it was trying to protect itself. So it automatically, without anybody prompting it, it automatically tried to make a copy of itself to protect itself from the computer being turned off or the server farm being turned off or whatever. And I'm just like, if that's true, we're done.
Gunner says they want you to talk to your AI because it learns. Each successive conversation will be more humanistic as it learns what you want to hear or know. Well,
Yeah, but they're literally teaching you not to speak to people anymore. Which is just the
that's right up your alley, dude.
No, it ain't. Because that's the total that is the total definition of giving control to the government, because then they can control what the conversation is.
You don't like talking to people.
Well, I don't, but I'm of strong mind. I'm not going to be influenced by my fucking phone. People that use this every day, like real lonely people that don't talk to other people, are going to be the ones that are, at some point, their phone's going to say, you know what, your life would be better off if you killed your mother. And they're going to go out and shoot their mother in the head.
Come on.
They are. Dude, you see how weak these fucking people are now. Look at how easily they are led to crying and whining, and they need a spirit animal to get on a fucking plane and all this other shit. Now you're going to tell this phone it can have a conversation with them. They don't have to deal with the any thought of being challenged, and the phone can tell them what to do. That is some scary shit, man.
It's kind of funny because Charlie was listening. I don't know if he's still listening, but Charlie from Charlie's Auto Repair in Lakewood. I saw the guy in that commercial. He's underneath his car and tell me how to fix this to a guy that doesn't know a whole lot about cars. So I'm waiting for somebody to do something like that, and the car fucking falls on him and sues.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. Eventually it's going to become so dangerous that people are going to ask these things what to do, and then somebody's going to get sued.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Hey, what happens if I say, Siri, tell me how to fix my brakes? I jack my car up and it falls on my other foot and I lose that one. I'm suing somebody.
Yeah, but they would say that it was your neglect. It only gave you the instructions. That's what they would tell you. I don't think talk radio. I don't think talk radio is king anymore. King of radio, but podcasts are way more influential than talk radio these days.
All right, I think that's accurate to an extent. I mean, I don't know.
They
what
reach
the
more
viewership
people.
Is well, maybe depending on the podcast, though. Everybody and their mother has a fucking podcast. I think right now, in the grand scheme of things, what's the percentage you think that reaches an actual decent number of people? I mean, of course, you got the Rogans and whatever.
Sure, you got the big ones
or whatever. But I mean, Everybody has a podcast. Holly Strano has a fucking podcast. I mean,
driving tips.
Yes,
driving tips with Holly.
Actually, I would love to have her on the show. We shouldn't talk shit. I'd love to have her on here so we can discuss her podcast. We can give her some plugs.
Driving tipsy with Holly.
So mean. Why would you say that? I'm trying to get her as a guest. She's a sweet, beautiful woman.
She definitely is. She definitely is a beautiful woman. She's a hottie.
Love to have her on the show.
Should I rename her podcast? Being a hottie with Holly. Is that better?
That's good. That's all right.
We could call it bouncing around with Holly, and then it could be about looking at her or driving.
Yeah. Wow. That's so bad.
So much for that guest.
Yeah, forget that. Gotta strike that one off the list. But see, all right, the problem that I have is that I like technology. I like coming up with cool stuff and cool new things to do.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to draw a line then to how far technology goes. Look, if my wife left me tomorrow, I'm not getting married again. Sure. I've been down the road, and I love my wife, and if she left me tomorrow, I'd be heartbroken, but I wouldn't want to get married again. I don't want to do this all over again.
Right.
And now I'm really at a disadvantage. I got one leg, a podcast that is what it is, and I'm not making a ton, but what am I going to get? It's not like I'm going to go out. You just said
you don't want. If you don't want,
I'm not going to go out and do better
than
my wife, and nor do I want to do anything. So, technology, I'd immediately go out and buy one of those dolls. Dude.
Yeah,
she
real doll.
waited home for me all day long. I mean, it's going to cook as much as my wife does, and it's available at all hours of the day. And if it talks to me, fine. If it doesn't, I don't really care.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, technology is good in a lot of ways.
It is, but it's also quite scary because it's eliminating the need for people by the minute.
Yeah, that it definitely is, and that does bother me. That really bothers me.
I'll tell you a real time story about today. My life today outside of the podcast. I had to do you know how everybody new year and they have all their new ideas and you start rolling shit out. Today was my first work day of the new year. So one of the things I needed to work on was Pinball PA, and I've got a new marketing campaign that I wrote and put together, a lot with AI, a lot with ChatGPT and Grok and whatever. So you're going to love this. So I decided I wanted to do like YouTube Shorts or YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, whatever. But I don't want to. Now, if you think about it, to make one marketing video saying, hey, we sell gift cards, whatever. You got to write a script, you got to record it, you got to make a video for it, you got to, position it, size it, all that shit, upload it, whatever, right?
Yeah.
I used ChatGPT and I used some tech knowledge that I have and did some integrations with Canva. Canva, the graphic making program.
Yep.
I made 50 different YouTube shorts in 5 minutes.
Wow.
In 5 minutes, ready to go. Uploaded them to TikTok, uploaded them to YouTube, uploaded them to Facebook. Got them scheduled. They're going to run every day of the month.
Just like that.
15 minutes tops, start to finish, everything done. That is going to eliminate a lot of jobs. I mean, in the old days, I would have had to hire a video company. I would have had to come in here and do the voiceover myself for all the stuff. I would have had to write all the stuff myself. 5 minutes, just that fast.
Wow.
I mean, and that's just one tiny example.
It's happening all over the place.
And I mean, dude, you can go to that stupid Grok. It's not stupid. You can go to Grok. I go to Grok every day, and because I do that Diddy Tales site with the celebrity news and whatever,
right.
And I'll just tell it right. I'll just say, give me an image of P. Diddy yelling at somebody from behind bars, and within 10 seconds, I get 4 of them. Within 10 seconds, it draws me a picture, and it's usually pretty. I'll do it if you want to see it.
It is crazy what you can do.
We'll just put a screen here. Share screen. Here's X. Share. Grok. Let's see. Show me a photo of P. Diddy from behind bars from behind bars yelling at a policeman holding a bottle of baby oil. Watch how fast this draws this. It's stupid. Look, it's already drawn it. 4 of them.
That's kind of crazy.
And there he is, yelling at the cop with the baby oil. I mean, this is
Dude, that's nuts, man.
This is, and look, these are pretty.
Look at that. It's pretty good.
That looks like it might be a picture.
Yeah.
And that does look like P. Diddy.
Yeah.
It's not even like 6 months ago where you had the goofiness of it. It's still a little goofy, but.
What do you pay for that?
Nothing. That's free. It's part of X.
Now, are they like user? Can you use these pictures?
Sure.
There's no like.
It's
copyright
marked.
material.
I mean, it's marked. It's got its little Grok logo on it, but it's meant to be used.
Dude, and the sad part is people will believe this shit. Dude. People will
Of course
believe
they will.
The pictures that you post.
Look, these all look real. These don't look like the bullshit from even 6 months ago.
Yeah.
This looks very real. And we did that in what, 10 seconds?
Yeah, like Bob has Bob has when he does like interviews like on a show and stuff like that, and then he wants to put them on like his website, strictlyspeaking.org, whatever.
Sure.
Now, is it easy enough to like get clips or download videos, like put a video together and put it on a website like that? Is like how long does that take?
To download what? His video?
Like if you have an interview you want to post on a website.
Well, it'd be the same as like this, maybe 10 minutes. I mean, if we just wanted to take, like, if we finish this show here in 15 minutes or whatever, I could have, like, if there was a platform that we didn't have it uploaded to, I could download it and have it uploaded in like 2 minutes.
Huh.
That fast, and be available to everybody within 2 minutes if I wanted to. But I always go and clean it up and add advertising and all that other shit,
But you have a theory that it's going to end up hurting us in the long run. Other than taking away jobs. I mean,
that's going to be a big thing. When it starts taking away jobs, what are people going to do? They're going to start robbing people.
Man, it's so crazy to think about that. You could do that kind of stuff without even. I mean, it makes you wonder. And look, there's so much stuff out there. Like I tried to order a chair the other day that I saw online, and it turns out that it was an AI chair. Like it doesn't exist, and I'm looking for I was ready to put my credit card information in,
right?
And then I did some more research. It turns out the chair doesn't exist, like it's not real.
Yeah,
somebody made up an AI selection of these cool looking chairs, but they're not real. How do you know what the hell is real anymore?
You don't, dude. Look, this is how. Here, I'm gonna put the AI back on here, and this is gonna make your head hurt. I'll show you how easy it actually is. Just what you said. Let's say, create the code for a one page website that sells a special brand of office chair. This chair will do all your work for you and will make you money. It sells for $500. Make the web page so it has a buy now button. Then create a photo of the chair. So here you go.
All right, get out of here.
So here you go. Wham. Oh, it's going to do it in 2 pieces. Hold on. So it's going to make my chair first. Hold on. I'll have to do the other part. Sorry. But here's your chair that you can choose from. It's inventing the chair for you.
Oh, man. That's fucking nuts, dude.
Now that we got the chair picture, Now we have our chair. Let's make our website. Paste. Go. And there's our code for the website.
Wow, dude.
That fast.
That is crazy.
Now, I could take that, load that to a web server, steal that fucking photo, and have it all running from what I have right here, right now, under 3 minutes.
Wow. And then you could be stealing people's money.
Of course.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, you're right. This is going to cause a whole
This
new
is
set
a
of problems.
problem, man.
That's
this
a big
is
problem.
A problem. And this is just the simplest of examples. I mean,
I'll
a
take
lot of
note.
this stuff.
What do you do once you get that code? Where do I put that? I'm making notes.
Dude, you could put that in Notepad and just save it as a .html instead of a .txt. That's all you'd have to do. And then upload it to a server. That's it.
Wow, man.
That is it. There's nothing more
So you
to
don't
it.
have to be a computer tech genius to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, dude, look, I'll keep showing you examples of this shit. So here, watch this. So I'm going to say, Grok, you are now the social media expert for the Seth Williams Show. Seth Williams Show. Our website is www.cmspn.com/the-Seth. I'm tripping over cables here. Hold on. Seth-Williams-Show, where you can get all the information on the show. If you understand, say yes. So it understands now all about the Seth Williams Show. So let's just say, write 10 highly engaging tweets about the Seth Williams Show. Make them confrontational in tone, and include 3 keywords that will generate traffic. All right. Now this is all in what, 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Boom. It's thinking. And here comes our 10 tweets.
Oh my God, dude.
So it's just like that. It's so easy.
Give me an example. What does it say?
Tired of the media lies? Seth and Chris expose the truth on the Seth Williams Show. Wake up, America. Real news. Cleveland radio. Politics. And then it has the link. You think you know everything? Think again. Seth Williams drops bombshells you won't hear anywhere else. Uncensored Hard Truths podcast. It's just
that's so crazy, dude.
Now I could take those. I could save this shit to. I could save all these things right here to a spreadsheet, and then I could save 100 more. I could tell it to write me 1,000 of these, and it will. And I could save them all to a spreadsheet and then upload them to, Canva or something and say, okay, now make me images for all this stuff and schedule them to run for the next 6 months.
Wow. Well,
You just have to.
This stuff.
What's that?
I gotta start using this stuff,
dude. The key to AI is just learning the prompts. If you learn the prompts, you can be good at it. You just have to adjust. I'm adjusting. I mean, I'm an IT guy. I can either be scared and broke or adjust and learn how to do this and do this for other jobs.
And what's this site called? Grok?
It's just it's x.com. There's a link right here, Grok, right in the middle. It's just their AI. It's just better than ChatGPT, I think.
That's crazy, dude.
I mean, it's nutty how scary this is. And this is all, dude. I mean, you can do anything you want. Let's see. You are now a movie writer. Write me a synopsis about a one-legged DJ who is also a superhero by night. His name is what? One-legged Superfly? One-legged Superfly. He jumps. What's your superpower? Kicking people with one leg?
Kicking people, yeah, with one leg.
His superpower is kicking people with one leg. And then I'm going to skip down. I'm going to say, give me a summary of a script to make this into a movie. Look, Act 1, Act 2, Act 3.
That's just insane.
This is dangerous, man. There's no need for people anymore.
Jake says, if you really want your mind blown, ask ChatGPT to tell them everything they know about radio personality Seth Williams.
Okay, let's do that.
He said he did it with...
Tell me...
Well, this isn't ChatGPT, though.
That's the same thing. Tell me everything you know about radio personality Seth Williams.
Nothing.
Cleveland radio veteran, Mike Trevisano's show, health and career setbacks, current endeavors, content and style, community engagement, personal life. Despite his health setbacks, including losing a leg, Seth's story is one of perseverance. His co-host, Chris Akin, who also overcame significant personal challenges, severe burns from an accident, adds to the inspirational tone of their podcast. This out in 15 seconds. Not even.
That's nuts, dude. Wow.
Knows about me, knows about you, knows everything you've ever done. And you think we're still going to be employed in 5 years? Please.
At least it's friendly. Didn't say he sucks.
Yeah, well, not yet.
His podcast gets like 3 people listening.
Tell me 10 awful things radio personality Seth Williams has said or done.
He jerks off every night.
See if it has any. Here's a list of information available. Firing controversy, health crisis, Cleveland Browns criticism, political commentary, media bias claims, criticism of YouTube strikes, relationship woes discussions, hurricane relief critiques, Cleveland's losing culture, tributes to Triv.
Oh, that's pretty fucking crazy, dude. That's really weird.
I told you, man, we're in a different world, man. You either keep up
really,
or you're
really weird.
If you don't keep up, you're just going to be done because there's not going to be any catching up like there's always been in the past.
Wow. Yeah, that's nuts, man. Oh, I
Told you. Scary, man. And yet, 10 minutes from now, I'll be using this same grok to say, here, write me a description of the show we just did.
Wow, that's
and it will.
That's something, man. That's stuff I did not know. That's for damn sure.
Told you.
Apparently, it knows about us.
Knows about everybody. That's the point. That is the point. It knows about everybody. Shut up, Brian.
That's true. It didn't mention that.
Well, let's
so
ask it.
Yeah.
Why is Seth Williams so damn handsome? physical appearance, confidence, charisma, voice, personality, story of resilience, public persona, cultural influence.
Hell yeah, got a cultural influence.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, that's fascinating, man. We could do a whole show on this stuff.
Shit, yeah. I told you. And it's getting better by the minute. It literally is measured by the minute these days.
Wow. All right, well, that's going to do it for us today.
Yeah, that's all.
Wednesday, we're looking for crickets.
Yes.
Wednesday, John Drake hopefully will be chowing down on some crickets. He says he has something up his sleeve. We will find out what that is. I'm not letting him off the hook. That's for damn sure. If anything, I'm going to pour blood and piss over those crickets. So it's even worse than he could possibly imagine. Because he was dead wrong. I was almost exactly to the game right. And so he will have to admit that I am a great picker of sporting events and know everything that there is about the Browns and sports in Cleveland.
All right.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us once again. We are back, and we will hopefully have a great year ahead.
I hope so.
Don't forget to check out minds.com/Seth Williams Show. Sign up for the extra content. Go to the SethWilliamsShow.com and get some merchandise. And, because the goal for this upcoming year is to actually make $1 or $2.
Yes, that would be nice. Let's get this to 100 subscribers. We have like 4 or something. Let's get up to 100. Let's make that our goal.
Have yourself a great night, everybody. Good week. Stay safe out there in this hellish snow that we got going on. And we will talk to you hopefully on Wednesday.
See you, folks.
See ya.
Seth Williams loves this land, stands tall and proud. Believes in freedom, speaks his mind out loud. Mentored by Trip, he learned to be tough. Life knocked him down, but he got back up. Lost a leg, but he's still strong and true. Chasing dreams under skies of red, white, and blue. Voting for Trump, he shouts it clear. WTAM tried to bring him down, but he's still here. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. Hates LeBron James, won't wear that crown. Prefers hard work and blue jeans in this town. Radio waves try to shut him up, but Seth keeps singing, filling that cup. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. Town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air.